This is a Windows Phone 7 game review of PES 2011, which is an Xbox Live game and available in the marketplace for $4.99. So this soccer game is actually a really great soccer game for Windows Phone, and it has some quick load speeds here. So in the game you have a number of different modes, like there's the exhibition mode where you can just set up some matches to play. And there's quick match here where you can instantly jump into a match. And there's Uefa club competitions where you can compete in 2 different clubs here. And those take about 2 hours to finish for each one. And there's 2 different clubs to play in. And then there's also the leagues that you can set up here. And you can start your own league and play through the league, which can also take about 2 hours or more. And if you jump into a quick game here, you can see how the game works. And the controls and gameplay and everything else is actually really great for a mobile phone game. You can choose through 3 different control options. You can use the accelerometer actually, or you can use some different variation of on-screen touch controls, or this default layout, which is just the joystick and 2 buttons. And I personally think the default one is the easiest one to use. And you'll see it in action in a few seconds here. This is the longest load screen that the game has, and then it jumps right into the game. So it loads pretty quickly. And the sound effects and visuals in the game are actually pretty great. It looks pretty good here, and you have the whole sound of the stadium going on in the background, and you have the sound of the whistles, and it all just leads to a really good experience actually. So your B button is used for like kicking the ball or passing the ball, and the A button is used for shooting. And to defend, you can just hold the B button, or you can do a slide tackle with the A button. You can also foul the opposing team if you do a bad slide tackle and take out the player instead of the ball. And the game is complete with all those different corner kicks and more. Players will also receive yellow cards or even red cards if you keep on continuously fouling people. And down in the bottom middle of the screen, you can see a diagram of the whole layout of the field, and you can tell which player is on which side of the field and kind of tell a general layout of where your players are. So it actually becomes a really fun game to play. Right now I have the difficulty set at the toughest difficulty setting, which actually makes a big difference here. And there's plenty of like moves that you can do, even though there's no actual moves that you can do here. Like you can't do the scissors or anything by doing any move combination. You can still juke players just by using the joystick, and that still makes the game plenty of fun. And then shooting is definitely a challenge, but it's a satisfying challenge. Taking the corner kicks here is probably one of the funnest parts of the game here. It usually leads to some good results. If we chip it in here, and then we go for that header, oh, the goalie gets it. So it's a really great game, and by default, the games last 5 minutes each half. You can set that to last 10 minutes each half, and then you'll get double the gameplay, of course. Otherwise, the game is just in fast forward time. As you see, it is a 45-minute half here, and the whistle blows after 45 minutes. But 45 minutes is accelerated, so it goes by in 5 minutes. So it's a really great game, and you even have control over the formation here, and you can sub out players, and you can exchange different players there. You can also change the formation if you want to do a 4-4-2, a 4-3-3, or any other formation. You can select that right here. There's some interesting formations that I've never seen before. So you have a lot of control over the game, and it's really great. You can even change all the roles here, and more stuff like that. So it may not be as detailed as a console soccer game is, but this is actually pretty impressive. And the replay system is actually pretty neat too. And although the graphics up close are still a bit pixelated, they do look really great. And the players run around pretty smoothly, and the animations of them dribbling the ball are actually pretty smooth. So if you're a fan of soccer, this is a really fun game to play. You have an insane amount of lasting value, since beating both of the clubs may take about 4 hours, or even twice that depending on your settings. And then you also have the option to start any leagues, and those can last however long you want. And you can even just start some free matches, and maybe start like some dream matches against 2 of your favorite teams. So there's plenty of lasting value that'll keep you playing for hours and hours. And the difficulty is set at just a perfect pace. If you're a fan of soccer, you're going to find yourself really comfortable with this game. The controls are pretty easy to pick up, and the experience is really positive. This is one of the best games that has come out for Windows Phone 7 so far, and it's just a joy to play. You can find PES 2011 in the marketplace for $4.99.